Hi, I'm EricTheReDD, and this is Crypto for the Caffeinated. Let's get started, shall we? In the last video, we assembled our janky-ass eBay mining frame. So if you haven't seen that, I've got a link in the description down below where you can check that out. So today, we're going to open up our motherboard and our CELERON our CELERON CPU. Finally, we're at a part of the process that I'm somewhat familiar with and have some comfort. Building computers, assembling hardware. This is something I've done a lot, and this is part of the process that may actually be a little fun. So, with our motherboard, here's our 4 gigs of DDR4 RAM. Just digging in my box of treasure here. Where are you, you rumpy doppelganger? There's our Celeron PCU. PCU, why am I saying that? Politically Correct University. You ever see that movie, PCU? Jon Favreau, a young, like, buff, I guess ripped? He's just big, like a young, big Jon Favreau. Not like Swingers, where he's a skinny, gaunt. How the hell is that Jon Favreau? No, he's a stoner hippie dreadlocks and looks like a rugby player. It's a funny movie, but this is a CPU. So here we go. We're going to open up our motherboard, which, as I said in our supply video, I guess, is the GIGABYTE H110D3A. It's a highly recommended motherboard for the purposes of mining cryptocurrency. So, opening up the box, we've got, these are a couple of SATA cables, maybe? Yep. Yeah, so you got a couple SATA cables with some right angles on it. It was nice of them to include. And then, the only other thing in, oh, okay. So, probably a good idea to have directions, or at least look at them, since the frame had none and I was severely jonesing for some. Why do I have the hiccups all of a sudden? I never have the hiccups. Okay, let's... This is my friend. He's cutting masking tape. Okay, here's this guy. It's been a while since I've gotten a new motherboard. I've been reusing old parts for a long time. And to be 100% honest, this is the first Intel rig that I've ever built. I've been Team Red for as long as I've built computers. No, okay. I did build a Pentium 4. I build a Pentium 4 rig by combining 2 really old machines into one slightly better older machine. But I haven't built an Intel rig since well, that was outdated. So the last Intel rig I built was a Pentium 4. So here we go. I've been Team Red ever since. Eventually, we're gonna have to move the posts that we put into the frame to line up with the mounting holes in the motherboard, but we don't have to worry about that right now. Okay, so we pull that out. Let's swing this up. Okay. I have not looked at these Intel ones up close. Is it true that the pins are on the board instead of in the CPU? I'm gonna stop sticking my face in it. So this thingy here says remove. So Opa! Open! Install processor first, then remove and keep the cover. Well place this cover while removing processor or returning motherboard. So we'll say that we did it, that we kept this on until we got the processor in there. I won't tell anyone if you won't. So. The last new CPU I've ever opened was an AMD Sempron single core that I built for a word processing desktop that my mom used for a little while. All right. God, I hope it doesn't matter which end you open. Oh well, it's done. Tape is broken. We're in too deep now. Here we go. Set that aside. We got a fancy holographic Intel sticker. We're going to use the stock power supply with this Celeron processor. We're only running Windows 10. We're not doing any CPU mining, so in terms of just saving money, I didn't feel the need to upgrade to a newer cooler. So we're just going to use the stock one. I hope that's okay. That okay with you? There you are. Thought you could get away, huh? We're just going to use this stock thermal paste as well. Mainly because I didn't think ahead and I didn't order any. So we're just going to use that. At some point in the future, we'll put something better on there. But for now, we just want to get the thing built. Gotta stop talking and start building. If you've never built a computer before or installed a CPU into the socket, what you got to do is you got to make note of where the arrow is, and that correlates with an arrow that you can find on the socket, because there's only one direction these go in. There's three wrong ways and one right way. So you need to find the arrow, which is printed right there on the motherboard. You probably can't see that, but it's right there. So you line the arrow up with the other arrow, and then you know that it's correct. So processor into the socket. Swing down the door gently. And you take your little lever here. Make sure it goes under this screw, because that helps hold it in place. Oh, this really is taking a lot of pressure. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick. Pull it out, put it under, and there. We have socketed our Celeron processor, and our first Intel processor since a Pentium 4. Well done, me. So now, how the heck does this heatsink attach? We'll figure it out. Okay, so there's little plastic lips inside here. You do them one way, you turn it, and you can... Why is this so complicated? Why am I overthinking this? Okay. So as they were, they all extend, and then I think I turn those things to... Now, this doesn't have to be bored into, does it? Well, I'm going to do this, so... Oh, geez. I got it. Oh, I see. I see how this works. There's plastic things with another plastic thing that goes down between it so that it locks it in place. It's like trim holders on a car, like the plastic trim stupid things that always break. You know, I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for not putting this stuff in with it in the case, but you know what? I don't care. So we've got one stick of DDR4. We've got 2 slots here, so we can get another 4 gigs at some point in the future, but again, this is my friend. That's all we need for now. It's my first time using DDR4 as well. My other rig is still using DDR3 because it's cheap. Here's our PATRIOT RAM. Let's see. There's a notch in these if you've never assembled one. These will only go in one direction. So make sure that it looks like everything is lined up with that center hole before you try to stick those in there. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time. So get it in there, push down, and it locks. And look at that. We got RAM, a CPU, and a cooling fan. All in the board. Fantastic. Hold on to your paperwork and hold on to your butts. Take the jank-ass case off the floor. And I believe I feel like these line up with this somehow. Found it. There we go. Like that. All right. Hey! I got 4 of them correct. Fantastic. Okay. Go back to our buddies, the nuts. All right. And for all you folks at home, if you've never done this, you do not want to over-tighten these. Do not over-tighten them. You can very easily crack your motherboard if you put too much pressure on these screws. So, finger tight and no more. You're holding it steady. You're not sending it into space. Our Celeron-based 6-slot motherboard, the GIGABYTE H110 D3A into the janky-ass eBay mining frame. I'm not happy with this screw. There we've got it. Got the motherboard in the janky-ass eBay frame. So we're in pretty good shape right now. We're gonna call this video short, and next time I will be installing the power supply and getting started on wiring it all up. So till next time, I'm Eric the Red. This has been Crypto for the Caffeinated. Stay caffeinated, stay mining.